Oh, we're rolling now?
Okay, since I'm playing a very typical Tyranid list in terms of it just eats everything, everything's kind of moved. There's only one bug that can shoot. That was the armored shell one. He fired one round at Daka on one of his guns because he wanted to use a psychic power. So he killed 2 with that, and then the life leech killed the other 2, so only 1 stern guard is dead. But more importantly, he got 2 of those wounds back, so he's only back down to only having 1 wound on him. So that was pretty much where things went in that direction. But the stern guard passed and moved other things into the close assault range, and we'll just go from there. Alright, so we've stern guard dropped on us, and we jumped on the stern guard. God, I love strikes with these bone sword lash whips. Really just cut through the combat squad quick. There wasn't really much left of the other guy when the Hive Tyrant crashed right through him. So these guys have already done their payback and their damage from killing help attack, kill a tactical squad, and now 5 stern guard. So they're kind of rolling around. 2 of them have 1 wound remaining. There's 1 still fresh one. The gaunt didn't last, so the 3 Marines have rallied there, but they're now staring down the armored Tyrant again. So lots of problems for Brian to deal with, and we'll see how he deals with it, with everything else kind of moving into areas.
All right, well, first, you know, as we said, you know, half of the first company guys, the stern guards, they got eliminated. But on turn 4, automatically coming in from reserves, because Calgar says, get off the boat! They have to come in. Basically, the Terminator squads, they were actually able to outflank because of the Warlord trait that I have, and on deployment, they went ahead and split into combat squads. So one combat squad is going to go after this group of Gaunts, this other one is going to be going after that group of Gaunts, and again, you know, there are various reasons for it, but ultimately I've got to be able to kill off some of the scoring units so that I can get onto the objectives and at least contest them or whatever, keep him from getting those points, because right now I've got very few troop choices left, just some survivors, and the only way that I can pull this game out is to pretty much kill his Warlord, keep somebody in his zone. That's more than 1 objective at this point, rounding up, and then somehow I have to get him down to 1 objective because I'm only going to be able to get 1. So it's really pretty much a game of points at this point. It's turn 4, so we have to start thinking about where we're at the end game. In terms of things that moved over here, the Mortis Contemptor moved up so that he can line himself up for shots on the Warlord Dread Tyranid that's over there. These guys are going after this with other shots as well from the pods. See if I can clear this mess out that's been causing me so many problems throughout the game. So it's going to be time to shooting, and we'll see how it goes. Start over here first. Okay, first thing, he's going to cast Avenger.
It's going to be 3 dice.
3 dice.
Of the gun.
Yeah, within 12 inches of him.
Yep.
So 3 dice, and I get it with a 7. So that'll be a Flamer template of depth. And then it is 5 Terminators.
So that Flamer is going over the Gaunts?
Yep.
They still get a 9 Witch.
This, just because of your saves, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to actually use the template. So I'll have 2 of those. I'm going to shoot it far enough away from myself so I don't hurt myself. Hopefully. I'm going to put it out here. So the first one is going to go an inch, so I'll have 2.
Yep. Next
one, it's going to stay right where it is, so I'll have 2. So I'll have 4 with those right off the bat. All right. So, and then the this thing here itself, this is Avenger the Flamer. So I can get 4. I think that's the best I can do is 4. So we'll have 4 Avenger hits as well. I'll just put those there. All right, and then these are the Storm Bolter shots. You're gonna hit you on 3s, wound you on 3s. Horrible shooting.
You sure they're first company?
They said they were. I don't know who's first company.
They're painted helmets, that makes them first company. That was cool.
Okay, these are all strength 4. AP5. Okay. And then this is strength 5 AP3.
Okay.
So the only thing you're going to have is
1, 2, 3, 4. Dead. There will be 3 4 that are not uncovered. So dead. 4. These guys can go to ground and get a little bonus cover. So that's the last 2. And we'll save 1.
all right. Good start. Over here, we're pretty much going to do the same thing. It's a template. I'm going to put the template this time. Yeah, I think right there would probably be the best place. It's going to go 4 inches that way, so it'll probably take it off.
Yep, miss.
Yep, miss. And then the other one is going to go 7 inches that way.
Oops, that way.
So
Hits the base.
hits the base. All right, and then it'll be 10 dice for the storm bolters.
Holy Christ. Are you sure they're first company?
3. And then on the big guy, it's strength 4, your toughness what?
Yep, 6.
So 3 saves.
3 dead.
Okay. All right, so that's shooting over there. Now we're going to go over here.
Okay.
This guy is just going to open up on him first.
Okay.
So 12 dice. Hit you on 2.
Only on 4s. One wound and 2 rends.
Yep. 1 wound, 2 rends.
So he saves, so he's not dead. He's back up to his 3 wounds total again.
He's got 1 wound left. All right. Over there, let's hear it. It's going to be 3 bolter shots and 1 crack missile. Strength 8.
Over here? 2 rifle shots.
1 rapid firing.
Oh, rapid fire.
All right. So far, so good.
Crack wounds on 2s, nothing on the shot.
So 1 strength 8, AP3.
Yep, CP2, on armor 2, and he dies.
So that's Warlord.
So you're getting back in the race.
All right. This guy is now going to fire on the Shrikes.
Okay.
So it's 4 assault cannon shots, 3 Skyhammer missile shots, hitting you on 2s again.
We hit 2s on infantry? The jump infantry?
Yeah, I'm just BS.
Okay.
I'm
BS
BS 5 anyway.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So everything hits.
Yep.
Looking for the rending shots. No rends. It's strength 7, your toughness 4, so everything wounds. And then it's AP 4, I think, on the assault cannon shots, right? And then
Cover. I can't clear now. Wow, I changed the Tyranid pretty good. Don't even know the option. No 5s.
wow.
So that's 1, 2, 3, which would kill.
All right.
No. One more Shrike is down.
All right. The pods are going to shoot at him.
Yep.
So I'll just take them all at once. Free save.
This could do it. Yep. That does it. Pawns.
All right, and now the lowly scout squad hiding out over there. This is flying?
No.
It's not flying? Well, then I'm shooting.
Yeah.
All right. One missile, one sniper round.
All right.
At the flyer.
Missile hits. Wounds on 2.
And it's a Crossroads 6.
All right. And it's going to be Feel No Pain.
And it feels it.
Nope. Take another one. And that's it.
That is it. Nothing else for my turn. No assaults.
Basically, I kind of skirted around to kind of engage and slow. I did vector strike one of the units over here to see if I could kill him outright. Of course, I did hit him, but I only rolled 1 wound, so I only killed 1 Marine. So that really worked as well. I was kind of hoping for it, but I got him flying again. Kind of be a little bit more difficulty being dealt with.
You passed them out.
Yeah, got Feel No Pain going on the big bugs to see if they can get close and cause some problems. And really everything else just kind of scurried over to get some shots on and see if I can cause some wounds. That's about it. Alright, so pretty simple here. 5 terminal guns are able to shoot this guy, these guys, with force and completely whiffed. It's gonna be one of those. 3 guys here, we'll shoot into these dudes. Oops, I'm rolling too many dice. So 2 hit, 4s, 2 wounds.
I can roll snake eyes.
Alright, you could. There's 1.
There's 1. Which one's closest? This one?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to check some things on the other stuff. Alright, so Stinger Salvo from these guys. Not decent shots. So Stinger Salvo, we're going to go into here. All miss. And here again. 3 hits. Strength 5 will wound on 3s. There's 3 wounds on these guys. And that big bug right next to him. And they're fine. Alright, and there's pretty much nothing left I can do else beyond that. So we are looking to get into close combat. Alright, I really didn't have much. I tried the Venom Thorpe over there because he really just needs a close ground. He's in a lot of trouble if not, but there's really nothing else he can kind of do. So then I tried to slow up this group with the Taveragon, got in there, was really hesitant about doing it, got in, then I remembered that they made him an independent character because he's kind of like a hive mind thing, whatever. So I challenged the Librarian because his weapon is only AP4, like he gives me a 3+ save. So I took a chance because if he does kill me at 3d6, there's options. Brian was kind enough just to completely whiff. On the charge, I crushed him with 1 hit while he storm shielded. So pretty classic maneuver there. So they're just kind of looking at each other, but first squad is kind of watching the Librarian duke it out. That leaves the other squad to kind of like have to clean up the mess. So I'm all cool with that.
Turn 5.
Yes.
Oh. Sweet. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. End of your next turn. I'm going to kill.
You gotta be a part.
I won't gate this turn, but I'd risk it next turn. Okay, so I've gone ahead and moved, and ultimately these guys are still stuck in close combat. Just the Librarian challenged by a bug, if you can believe it. Overall, these guys moved up because they're going to be going after some gaunts. The Storm Talon went back into flying because it has a job to do as well. Over here, my Rototiller Dreadnought is going to go ahead and do that epic scene out of the Matrix where the bugs are flying through there, and you got guys with those twin-linked, essentially assault cannon arms. You know, we've got that going on over there, and then we've got the pods and 4 lowly Marines, 2 scouts, a 2 sergeants in there, and 2 missile launchers, plus everybody else. We're going to try to take down Mr. Cover Set. So we'll see what happens.
That's the most polite thing anything has ever said to Mr.
If things go well, it'll be a great turn. If things go bad, I hope it goes to turn 6. We'll start over there. Those guys are just going to be going after that group.
Make it easier for us both to throw dice on.
So again, it's 4 missile shots, which I could actually use the template seat. Best place to put it is probably right
This
there.
dude here.
Yep, we'll put it right there.
Just 2.
First one's going to come
3 inches.
3 inches back. So
1.
Next one, it's going to go
3 inches.
3 inches that way.
Which will be the big bug.
Okay. So 1 on the big bug, 1 right on. All right, and then these are storm bolter shots. So 3's to hit, and again.
Are you sure this is first company? It's going to be my recurring thing.
I think. Again, they claimed.
They best of the best.
They claimed they were. Here, I'll just throw that in there. So this is on your squad. So 4 saves.
All right, they're going to ground. 3 dead.
And then this is on your big bug. That's a wound.
And he takes a wound.
All right. So he takes another wound.
He regenerated the last one.
Yep. He did.
Yeah, a while ago.
Bastard bug. Okay. Let's just skip things over to that direction for a moment.
Because he really wants to kill the big flying thing.
I gotta kill him. Okay. So 12 dice. It has Skyfire, so.
Yep, so we're hitting on normal. Oh, he misses.
Dice are really getting cold in this long. All right. 3 regulars, 1 rending.
All right, so do the Ren first. This will do the tank. He's cool. This will be the armor saves. He's great.
All right. These guys are all going after Mr. Cover Save. I'll just do the pods first. So even the drop pods have gone bad. 1.
Safe.
Okay. Everybody else is now forced to shoot at him. So I'll just start off with the guys in. I'll start off with the scouts.
Give the scouts the
So
glory.
1 rocket, 1 sniper rifle. Sniper rifles from the sergeant. They both hit.
No.
That doesn't wound.
This could be an instant
It's
kill.
strength 8 AP3.
Got him.
All right. So,
Field promotion. Field promotion.
all right, these guys. 1 rocket shot into the back of your bug.
Love it as a butt.
Misses.
Maybe you should definitely take that scout from third company.
Somebody's getting promoted.
You!
You!
Come over here.
All right, now.
All right, the big
Again, the game could end, so you got to worry about big stuff. The big thing is that I got to worry about objectives. Right now, I've got 3 battle points for
Yep.
Warlord, First Blood, and Linebreaker.
Yep.
Okay, and you own 2 objectives. You own this one, this one. You actually own this one.
Yep.
What I'm going to do
Breaker back there too.
and you may not be physically in my deployment.
Oh, is it in the point zone or 4 edge?
This might be really close. It's got to be in my deployment. So this guy's actually going to fire on those 3 bugs to try to clear you 3 points just in case. So there's that. There's that. These blue dice have gone cold. So we go to the casino. Get some new ones. So blacks are the Skyhammers. Greens are the Twin Linked Assault Team. Everything hits. That many wounds, 1 rending.
6.
And these are all strength 6 or strength 7 AP4.
Going to ground. In the open. They're dead. White.
All right.
All right, Librarian.
Now we go back to the assault phase. Librarian is going to hit you on 3s.
Okay.
Because I'm higher WS than you, I believe. And then I am strength 6 because I have the big force stick.
Yep.
Force stick. I have to say that out loud. Force stick. I really hope. Sometimes, you know, this is a celebration of maybe we're going to get new codexes in the next.
Maybe. That's why we're doing this.
So, anyways,
So
2 hits. Strength 6.
Got one. Are you going to try to unleash your 4-stick?
You've got to fail a save first.
Yes, first.
So it's AP4.
Never mind.
And
Loving it.
so, yeah, what's your armor? 3? 3. Okay. So it's your turn.
Okay. He's got 3 attacks, so 2 + 1, so he's going to smash. He hit both times. Now he needs 2s. Got 1, but he has Toxin Sack, so he reroll that, and still nothing. So 1 was before. Librarian lives.
Bang, right on the
Still
shield.
close.
Okay, so that is the end of my close combat phase. I think you're winning.
Alright, basically I lured myself out to give Brian a desperate struggle. I really want to make sure he's going to really work for what he does. So,
You forgot the most important part. We went to turn 6.
yes.
He forgot to tell you.
We're still going. Yeah. So, like I said, the desperate struggle is continuing. So this guy's still locked, but he did cast his, all the big bugs cast their feel no pain powers. They're really book powers, the ones we got from the biomancy. The other gaunts have kind of moved on the objectives and trying to work with a couple other things. I kind of spread this up. They're back on 3 objectives. There's 2 separate units and the big objective, because I know that was a big thing going on. And we'll see what happens. And then I'm going to see if I can really annihilate what's gone on over there to take away some scoring units over on that side. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. There on attack.
Yeah, so you'll have to go on the attack squad.
Yeah.
All right.
2 guys left.
So
A pistol. And a missile.
one pistol and a missile
Or a
launcher.
grenade.
Huh?
Or grenade. I don't need a different device for grenade. All right. Blue will be crack grenade. Crack grenade hits. Strength 6. Need a 4. Nothing. Your turn.
He's in close combat.
All right. You move up.
Sorry, Brian, I tried.
I think this guy's pretty much a badass. Arch, he's gonna reroll everything. He's got twin sizing talons. Now he needs 2s. There goes dead.
2 guys dead.
Yep, 4 guys dead actually. There's only 2 there. Nice cover.
It won't help you. It won't help you.
I know.
When you die, you die.
He dies.
How many wounds does it have left on?
So here.
All right, here we are again. Close combat. 3's to hit ya.
1. No. Smashing. Misses.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yes. The turning wanted.
Here we are in turn 6, just recapping the Ultramarine movement phase. I wanted to gate these guys away, and they were going to gate out here to this template, and then they would have run to contest that objective. Would have been great. Problem is, Shadow of the Warp kept me from doing that, so I'm still stuck in close combat with those guys, and I can't do anything about it. So I'm just stuck right where I am. These guys moved up. Ultimately, I have a small thing up my sleeve where what I'm going to try to do is shoot this, and if it lives, I'm going to do a combined assault between those guys and these guys. This drop pod's going to shoot at this, and we'll see what happens. If I kill him, then this will go after this. If not, I think I'll just finish him off, because these guys will get dragged into combat, and then this objective will be open for the remainder of turn 6. And hopefully we can finish off the flying tyrant back there with what I've got left. If I'm able to do that, then I'll actually own that objective, and we'll be counting up points just to seeing basically where we're at, and it'll be very close gaming. So
I think we'll give you the edge.
again,
So very
just
important.
trying to work out, trying to keep an eye on where those points are for the end game. So time to shoot. All right, so we'll start over here. Okay, so 12 dice. Sixes will help.
3.
Just 3.
And 3 armor. Get them all.
All right.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Having no issues.
Scout. Missile launcher.
1 hit.
Missile launcher is a hit. Nothing.
Wounds.
2 drop pods going at him. 1 misses. I'm telling you, these guys have just gone horribly bad.
Yeah, 1 hit. Nope.
Nothing. Okay, so that's all the stuff I can do down there. I'm going to start focusing this way now.
Okay.
So I've got that pod going at him.
1 hit.
1 hit. I just need a 3.
Okay, he's going to go to ground for 3+. Made it.
Okay. I guess with that in mind, this guy is going to open up on him.
Now, historically, with a lot of my gaunts, they have been pains in the ass to other players when they're not even down to single gaunt.
Actually, that gets to reroll. That's many.
3+, going ground.
One's rending.
Don't matter. Oh, not helping there. That's a lot of failures, so he's dead.
All right, crack missiles. Storm bolter dice into the big bug.
Okay. A little better than I normally fired.
4 wounds is what you want.
Okay, so we got.
Strength 8, AP3,
Yep, 1.
and then
1 savable. Makes it. This is feel no pain. No, so we'll take another one. I hear the
it
rumble.
looks like shooting is basically done. So now we've got to go to the assault phase. With that in mind, this is already stuck in. These guys are going to go in. So
He's got a salvo missile. I think I gotta check all these. So this is Stinger salvo, 2 hits. That'll be 2 wounds at strength 5. And there's 4, 6. 1 more hit there. Need a 4. Yes, so 3 wounds from Overwatch.
3 wounds. They all
I'll
live.
make it.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I can go up to 9 inches. So he's closest, so he's going in.
Okay.
He's going in. He's going to go in. He's going here. He's going here.
Alrighty. These guys get to move in first at initiative 4.
Yep.
6 models again. They'll move 4. There's 4 hits. They're gonna need 4s because now they're close to the Divergon for poison. And get 3.
All right, live. All right. So now we have some going down to initiative 1 for me.
So basically you go ahead first.
So how many attacks do you have?
The big guy will have 3. So I guess we'll do him. He gets twice. He needs 2s. They need 5+ invulnerables. Killed 1.
So 1 will die, but this is at initiative 1.
Yep, so he gets to still fight.
So 3 attacks for him.
They'll need 3s to
3
hit.
attacks for him. 3 attacks for
2s to
him.
wound.
3 attacks for him, and then 3 attacks for the other guy, but he's going after the bugs.
Okay.
Or should I put 2 groups of guys on the bugs? I'll put 2 groups of guys on your bugs.
Okay.
So these are on the big guy. Yep. And so I'm going to hit you on 3s.
Now these need 2s. And there will be 3.
3
so these are
invulnerable
feel no
saves.
pains. And we'll take 3 wounds. So down to 1 left. 2 is close.
All right.
And on the gun.
And these are on the dot.
And then 2s. And there are 4 dead. that's it.
Okay.
And here.
How long must this go on? Appreciate ya.
Yep. Four's wounded.
Where's the
Nope.
Nothing.
The hit. 1 on the smash. He will wound on a 3.
Safe. We're fucking close combat there.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the end of the assault.
Yeah.
Right now,
Roll to see if it ends.
you're still looking like you're winning. So what do you need? 4 better this time?
Yeah.
3 better?
Not that.
To 3.
It ends.
It ends. Okay, let's count up some
Could be
points.
close.
So I know that I have.
All right. Classic game. This was definitely a close battle. It was going up and down, back and forth. There were a lot of things going on. The couple things I want to point out because of our community. One will be the Contempt of Dreadnought, only because it's a forgeable model. There's a lot of talk of how it becomes a lot of overpowered thing. It was good, very good against troops. It was wrecking things, was moving very well with that. But as soon as it ran into something of comparable points, it really came down to par. I mean, you saw a couple rounds where you saw the Hive Tyrant make its day, so it was doing okay. So if you think about those, they're very situational when forgeable models come into play. So you really should look at that when they're into the game. Other than that, I think the 2 Divergons were pretty meaty, ballsy things to just keep in the back. You were very close to really winning the game, though. That was 1 wound. 1 wound from there, and it would have been over. Because then this thing would have popped, and then it did a backlash into the other Termagants, and totally would have killed them. And they also would have ran also. So a hair for the Ultramarines. It really just comes down to, which I've seen quite a bit, which is weird, that reserves that got reduced, always going to come on a 3+, still factor in a game. 1 in 3 chance they're not showing up, and the first company decided it wasn't playing enough to give you enough guns right off the bat, to really help you get lead out.
Yep.
So that was how many points between Stern Guard and your first company, Terminators, that were three rounds that were not in the game. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of points. Ultimately, and it was actually kind of funny. Everything really boiled down to understanding, some of the stuff in my own list. But it was interesting. I actually had put, because of gate, I have a beacon on the Stern Guard pod, so that I could, if I needed to, I could gate to it without scattering.
Yep.
The problem, of course, is that if the Terminators aren't even in, it doesn't do any good. Originally, the concept was to deploy the Terminators, which might have been good, but because I had that Warlord trade that allowed me to outflank, I said, well, that might be good. And it would have been good if they'd come in maybe turn 2.
Yeah.
Didn't do me a lot of good when they didn't come in until turn 4. If they come in on turn 2, clearly, I think things would have been a lot different.
Yeah, I was fully expecting him, and that's where the Flying Tyrant is. And then after the Dakabug died, the Flying Tyrant's up there, and it caused more of a nuisance than I actually thought he was. I was really scared of the Contempt of Dreadnought, but again, now that I fought it, the toughness and the wound save capabilities of the Hive Tyrant didn't change anything. So now it was over there wrecking havoc, causing all sorts of damage. Turn 2, he would have been over there trying to deal with Terminators, which probably could have killed him, especially with the Librarian and things like that. So, really, like I said, just comes down to reserve. It's a classic game. We're definitely going to have to do a rematch again. Maybe I'll do a different army, maybe not. We'll see. Definitely when the new codexes come out for both of them, we'll probably see a rematch.
There will be a rematch, so we can try it out.
All right.
It was awesome. Very good.
Subscribe and follow us.